Welcome to Content Software Application Academy. In today's tutorial, we are going to discuss about print statement in Python. Print statement in Python is a built-in function that is used to display an output to the console or terminal. By the end of this lesson, learners will learn how to print statement, how to print a string, how to print a variable, how to print a multiple argument, and how to print conditional statement in Python. Our first example you see on the screen is printing hello world to the console. If you want to print hello world, you have to put the string inside a quotation mark. It can either be a double or a single quotation mark. But in this example, I'm using a double quotation mark. The second example is to print the Python is awesome. You can decide to type Python is awesome, or you can copy and paste Python is awesome from the tutorial on the basic Python programming in our Codethinkers Academy. The next example is printing learning is fun with Python programming, but in this case I'm going to copy and paste it to the console and press enter so that it's going to display the result for me to the console. That is exactly what I did. The next example here is how to print a variable using a print statement. Firstly, you have to do a variable declaration. A variable declaration simply means to assign a number to a variable or a value to a variable. Now, I'm declaring a variable num1 equals to 10, num2 equals to 20, and I'm going to perform a simple mathematical operation with the variables. Now, I declare another variable called results, which is equals to num1 plus num2, which means the summation of 10 and 20. Then I'm telling the program to store the result for me in another variable called result. So result is holding the summation of 10 and 20, which is 30. I'm using a print statement to format the output of the summation of num1 and num2 and display the results to the console. As you can see, the sum of num1, which is 10, and num2, which is 20, is then the result. That result is holding the sum of num1 and num2, which is 30. Then I will display the result to the console. As you can see, this is called a string formatting using a print statement. The sum of 10 and 20 is 30. In this example, we are going to do another variable declaration of a first name and a last name. This one is string. So the data type here is string. The first name, which is equals to a John, the last name, which is equals to do. The variable that are storing them are string. So full name equals to first name plus the last name. As you can see, I've added a double string between the first name and the last name. The reason why I added the empty string between the first name and the last name is to give a gap between the first name and the last name. If you did not add that empty string between the first name and last name, then the first name and the last name will be joined together. So the function of that empty string we see is to give a space between the first name and the last name. As you can see on the screen, I'm preparing to print the full name. So as you can see, we have full name, which is equals to John Doe. If I did not add that particular empty string in between the first name and the last name, the John and the Doe will be joined together. Next example is another variable declaration, which is age equals to 20. I'm going to copy the print statement because it's long, so that I can shorten the process. As you can see, I'm using a string formatting to display my name is, then full name. As you can see, I put a curly bracket. A curly bracket is used to display a variable inside a string. If you want to display a variable inside a string, then use a curly bracket. The full name now you can see is inside a curly bracket, and also the age is inside curly brackets. Then when you press enter, you are going to obtain my name is John Doe, and I'm 25 years old. Next is another variable declaration, which is num1, which is equals to 10, and num2, 20. Sum results. I've declared another variable called sum results that is holding the summation of num1 and num2. Then I'm going to print the variable sum results to the console. Then I'm going to find the summation of 10 and 5, which is equals to 15. I will press enter. So if I want to do a print statement, in the print statement, you are going to learn so many things. You're going to learn how to do a variable declaration of a number, variable declaration of a string, variable declaration of various data type. So let's do a summary of what you have learned in this tutorial. You have learned print statement in Python is a built-in function that is used to display output to the console or a terminal. You equally learned about how to use a print statement to print a string, how to use a print statement to print a variable, and how to use a print statement to print a multiple argument to the console. Equally, you have learned how to use a print statement for string formatting. In the next tutorial, we are going to discuss about variable. Happy learning.